The checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
A new glamping facility, Porto Gumati, was opened in the village of Gumati, 7 kilometers away from Kutaisi. The tourist facility includes 10 separate wooden cottages. In addition to accommodation, the complex offers boat tours and trips, horseback riding, hiking, catering services, an open terrace, a pool and a sauna. The founder of Porto Gumati, Merab Gardzidze, told BMG that the project is innovative because there is no similar space in Georgia that combines boat tours and glamping. According to him, up to 600,000 Khilari was invested in the project, of which 4% is a grant from the European Union. This space is innovative because boating and glamping together aren't found anywhere in Georgia. Up to 600,000 Khilari was invested in the project, 4% of which is a grant and the rest is a bank loan, explains the founder of Porto Gumati. Porto Gumati started receiving guests from August 12, and as Merab Gardzidze says, most of them were foreign tourists. As for the prices, the price of accommodation in the cottage totals to 300 Khilari during the season. Boat tours for people 120 Khilari. Sauna, pool and wine tasting are included in the price. Natural juice producing company Khilari told BMG that the problem of supplying Georgian products to the supermarket chain still exists and nothing is being done to promote local production. According to Tazo Kakushadze, the demand for Khilari juices is more from other countries than from the local market. The director of Khilari also says that 80% of companies' income accounts for exports. We don't even try to enter the supermarket chain anymore because the conditions are terrible. There is a problem and single companies cannot solve it. There is no support for local production. New markets have been added to us due to Russian-Ukraine war. That's why there was a chance for these countries to switch to our products. 80% of our revenues are from exports. We sell 70% of production outside the borders and 30% in Georgia, says the director of Khilari. Norwegian salmon produced by Guria Fish Farming will appear on the market by summer 2023. Currently, a farm is being built in the village of Tshaltsminda, Lanchoti district, and after the completion of the first stage, by the end of the year, the company will be able to produce 700 tons of salmon. As Svaneti, the director of the company, told BMG they plan to export the products in the future. According to him, the goal is to enter Eastern market, namely Japan. We will get the first product by the summer of the next year when the salmon reaches 3-5 kilograms. We will be able to sell them. It's impossible to determine the exact volume in advance, although we will not enter the local market with large volume at the first stage. As for the construction of the farm, the first phase should be completed by the end of this year, and we will plan the next development after that. Completion of the first stage will give us the opportunity to produce 700 tons of salmon, he said. Mestia met the current summer season with infrastructural problems. As Tatia Tetrashvili, the founder of Bude Hotel, told BMG the challenges that existed until now remain a problem and there is no change in this regard. According to Tatia Tetrashvili, apart from the damaged roads, there is also another problem: lack of transport between Mestia and villages, which prevents movement of both staff and tourists. Tourists also write that due to the lack of transport, they are forced to use a taxi, which is not acceptable for everyone. We are losing a certain segment of vacationers. The presence of transport will make internal movement cheaper. Besides, it would dramatically revive the villages because more people would visit them and this would generate income for the village residents, says the founder of Bude. The family winery also deeply believes that USA and Europe are the most valuable markets for Georgian wine, and in order to export Georgian wine to the USA and Europe, it's necessary to increase the production of natural wine in the country. As Ketonidze, the founder of the winery, told BMG, the demand for Georgian natural wines exceeds the supply on the export markets. We produce natural wine from organic vineyards. The worldwide demand for such wines is growing. At the same time, the new generation is more responsible and sensitive to environmental issues. So, natural wines have gained their fans. Among the wines exported from Georgia to America, natural wines from small wineries hold the largest share. America is the biggest and most valuable market for our natural wine, she says. According to her, 90% of wine sales accounts for the export market. Oda exports wine in 15 American states: Canada, Sweden, Denmark, the Netherlands, France, Germany, Israel, Japan, Australia, and this year the company plans to add Korea and China. As for the annual production, Ketonidze says that they produce up to 700 bottles, although the winery plans to increase sales from the next year. Jewelberry Glamping Georgia, located in Svaneti, has worked with a full load during this season. As the manager of Jewelberry Glamping Georgia, Pachi Tsintsade, told BMG, the glamping facility works on all segments and notes that the tourist interest in glamping space is growing. According to him, among the vacationers, 65% are from Middle Eastern countries, 30% are from Slavic countries, and 10% are local. The facility includes 10 cottages, a lounge area, and outdoor activities. The cost of accommodation in cottages ranges from 300 Khilari to 550 Khilari for 2 people. The cost of accommodation in the cottages ranges from 300 to 550 Khilari for 2 people. The facility offers breakfast and dinner services in addition. Tea-producing company Aketi declares that product realization is a problem. As Sergo Gagua, the founder of Aketi, told BMG, certain steps are being taken to promote tea in Guria, including festivals. But this is not enough to sell the product. According to him, local production cannot reach the market because it can't compete with imported cheap and low-quality tea. Sergo Gagua also says that in order to compete, Georgian entrepreneurs need more support. It's necessary to start promoting Georgian tea, including advertising, in terms of raising awareness among the people about Georgian tea. It will be good if they remove value-added tax, the entrepreneur explains. Sergo Gagua owns a 4-hectare tea plantation and enterprises in the village of Aketi in Guria. The company produces a total of 2 tons of products. Aketi assortment includes black and green tea.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.